Yes, now, bless now, don't forget rest now. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. Little bit of hardcore today, people. Bit of Aggie front. You know how we do it. I had to bypass the foundational hardcore punk stuff purely just due to the song lengths, really. I don't want to be breaking it up into tens of thousands of videos. I might go back and revisit that period of the band, you know, when it makes sense. But as of now, you know what I mean, these longer scale tracks sort of make a little more sense to me. And I've never heard this material before. I've never gone this far into the discography, which is, you know, relatively early. This is crossover thrash metal. The record is entitled Cause for Alarm. I don't know too much about Agnostic Front, to be honest with you, bar their initial releases, Victim in Pain, and a couple of singles. Essentially, they put out a couple of music videos. I've had a chance to see him a couple of times, but I've never managed to get around to seeing him. And that's my background, that's my history. I might open up a cheeky little Wikipedia page in due time during the process of listening to the record to see if there's any cool factoids in relation to this record. But this one goes out to all the old skins and punks, alright? This one's called The Eliminator. We got 10 tunes on this record. It'll be over nice and fast. No problems. Let's go. I don't know what to expect. Yo, and let me just say, I'm biased initially. I think this is going to be an half-decent record, but I feel when it comes to crossover, the metalheads who go into crossover create a better sound than the punks that go into crossover. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like metal and punk coming together to create a great, energetic, punk-esque, thrash sound for the most part. I like the metalheads who are metalheads and then decide to add punk into the mix as opposed to the punks that decide to add metal to the mix. Because them metalheads are great musicians and by default it just tends to sound a bit better in my opinion. This is The Eliminator, let's go. Have we got comments? No comments. Surely this influenced that band, what was that other New York band crossover at? Because this was 86. Maximum Penalty. Maximum Penalty sounds like Maximum Penalty have just lifted the sound. That kick is really bass heavy. One thing I noticed from the get-go of this record, when the stabs come in, that second guitar is massive. Look at this, composer lyricist Peter Steele. Producer Norman Dunn, composer lyricist Rob Capula, engineer Mike Marciano, composer lyricist Roger Miret, executive producer Steve Sinclair. How mad's that, Pete Steele? What was I going to say? I was going to say, when it comes to da-da-da-da, that riff, the guitar tone sounds like Age of Quarrel. So I was wondering if it was the same producer. It reminds me of something else, but I forgot. I don't know what it reminds me of. I don't know if it's a DRI number I listened to recently. That was the Eliminator. Interesting introduction. It's wild how they went from, you know what I mean, balls to the walls hardcore punk to this sound. What do you think of this? What did the crowd think of this back in the 80s? Were they in support of this, or was this in dispute? I'll be real with you. It seems like a little bit of a sellout. It seems like it's just so urgent a change, and they've sort of just taken every sort of crossover cliche. But then again, did they assist in pioneering it, given it was so early on? I've got a lot of questions. Existence of Hate coming up next.